back to my channel, and if you're new here, then welcome. My name is Maddie, and today I'll be reacting to episode 17 of the 2001 version of Fruits Basket. So welcome to another Fruba Friday. I am in the spirit because I'm wearing my Fruits Basket shirt, even though you cannot see it at all, but it's there. So I am ready for another Fruba Friday this week. So this week actually follows the episode where Kisa is introduced, and she is one of my favorite characters, one of the characters I relate to the most. So I am excited to see her in this episode. So why don't we just get started? That's how it's been here all day. It's just raining. Actually, it rained more yesterday, but it's been gloomy lately.
Oh, that's good. I was starting to think we were stuck here.
Don't worry, we shouldn't have that much longer to wait.
Okay.
I like how they just wait. I would just be like, screw this, I'm going home. I don't care if I get wet. But then again, I don't walk home. They don't have a car. They have to walk home. So that, I guess that does make a difference.
I heard that President 𝑇𝑜𝑑𝑎𝑦's been telling everyone that he'd like you to be the one who replaces him. But you haven't decided to run yet, have you?
Well, I don't know. President 𝑇𝑜𝑑𝑎𝑦,
It's okay, you will.
I think they're expecting something more from me than I can give them. I mean, if they knew the real me, then they'd know.
Know what?
Oh, it's not important. Forget I said it.
Okay.
Yay, it's felt like forever since seeing Haru.
Haru!
Haru, what are you doing out here in the rain like this? I could ask you the same thing. I mean, look at you. You're soaking wet. What is it? Did you get lost again? No, I had to find something. Find what? Well, I was looking for her.
A cute kitty.
What a cute little cat!
She didn't say that.
She did. I would think she's a
Actually,
cat.
Santa, she's a
A
tiger.
little.
A
She's
tiger?
so
Yes,
small.
this is Kisa Soma.
Soma! So she's a member of the Zodiac? I don't believe it. This is so exciting. Hello there. It's really nice to meet you. My name is 𝑇𝑜𝑑𝑎𝑦.
Just like, jump.
Miss Honda. Oh my, you've been bitten. Kisa, you apologize to her.
Oh, this episode's gonna be hard to watch again.
It's alright.
When I saw this one in the 2019 version, I literally cried like an hour
Kisa isn't able to
after
answer.
watching it. Like, I could not stop crying. even though I know Kisa's story and all, it's just like,
Not a word.
man, I connect to it so much.
And from what 𝑡𝑜𝑑𝑎𝑦 says, the problem's all in her mind. He said for some reason, she's locked away all of her words. And after she stopped talking, she stopped going to school. And then today, she ran away from home. That's why I went out looking for her. By the time I found her, she'd already transformed into a tiger.
Maybe she ran into a boy.
No, I think she was just under too much stress.
Definitely. We already know she was stressed out,
What
so.
happened? Why would she act this way all of a sudden? She was picked on.
She's like, that is not your place to say.
What is it? Are you angry now? You think I should just mind my own business? Is that it? You made this my business. Do you have any idea how worried I was about you? Or your mother? You know, she's still out there looking for you right now.
Oh no, she's... Haru, you're bleeding. Kisa's missing and we need bandages.
Calm down, Toru.
It's okay, it's not like she has rabies.
Stop, Kisa's bleeding. I mean, no, I have to find Haru.
Just don't panic. You know, you could be worried a little bit. Toru, you didn't go black while I wasn't looking, did you? Mm-mm. It just hurts is all, and I'm annoyed. There's just no getting through to that, Kisa.
Kisa! There you are, thank goodness.
She's so scared.
That's okay, it doesn't hurt. Not at all. No, really, I can hardly feel it.
It's weird because knowing Kisa, you wouldn't think she'd ever be like biting at all.
But only a little bit, okay?
So it's weird how she acted like this at first. But she was just in such a bad place at the beginning that it kind of makes sense. But once you get to know her, it's so unlike her personality to be aggressive at all. So that's what makes it funny.
Good enough to call me, to tell me where I might find you. Tell me, Kisa, why are you doing this? Why do you want to cause nothing but trouble for everyone around you? What were you thinking? Do you enjoy hurting me like this?
I know now that when a mother has a child who is cursed by the zodiac, often she will either feel the need to be overly protective of it, or she'll reject it completely.
Why? Why didn't you tell me the other kids were picking on you? Why did you run away from home? Why won't you say anything? I'm tired, Kisa. I've had it.
You know?
Give her your words of wisdom, Toru.
Or maybe she was worried about what you would think. Or she was worried that she'd disappoint you. Maybe she was afraid. And maybe she didn't want anyone to know. She tried to hide it. She put on her bravest face, and she did her best to look strong in front of everyone. Still, she knew. She knew she wasn't strong.
Oh, poor Yuki too.
The more ashamed
These
she
poor
felt,
kids.
the more she began to hate herself. And the more she began to be afraid that you would hate her too if you knew the truth. If you knew how scared she was to face the other kids. And maybe that's the reason she couldn't say anything to you. Maybe that's why she ran away. Because the thing she was most afraid of, the thought that scared her the most, was that her mother would reject her. That she would be hated by someone she loved.
Yeah. You are completely right. Oh, she's so sweet. No wonder like Toru loves her so much. Like I would too. She would just become my daughter instantly. I like how she goes from like biting her hand off to just crying in her arms. Like switched like that.
So what's the deal? Kisa's here? Some things came up. She'll be staying with us for a little while.
What sort of things?
If you must know, it looked like Kisa's mother was just about to reach her breaking point, so we all agreed it'd be a good idea to give them some time apart.
Yeah, right. Forget I asked. Anyway, so where's she hiding?
She's clinging to Toru.
Mother Toru.
It's already been 3 days since Kisa started staying with us.
Oh,
Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm not
the
sure why I feel I
ears
have to
and tails.
apologize for
So
leaving you in the bathroom.
cute.
Oh, you are so adorable.
Agreed.
And for whatever reason during these 3 days, Kisa hasn't once left my side.
She
She's
just
been
follows
following
her.
me everywhere I go. But I'm not complaining. I guess it just means that she really likes me.
Oh, definitely. Who couldn't?
Just like a little
Well,
duckling,
except for
isn't she?
Hero, but
I don't
he
know.
does.
Seems pretty annoying if you ask me.
She don't mind.
That's it. I love you.
The angels in the
Totally
background.
minds.
Yeah, why am I not surprised? Hey, dinner?
I've seen this headcanon where Kyo and Kisa are actually really close because they're the two cats of the zodiac, so because they're in the cat
Oh,
family.
come on. It's not that hard.
So,
Can't
I like
even
that.
say
I like
which
that
one.
hypothesis.
Don't listen to dumb old Kyo. It's all right if you'd rather not decide. After all,
It's just like-
as they say.
Get off me!
I'm sorry. Am I bothering you?
What do you think?
Oh, thinking now, are we?
But Kyo's right, in a way. It shouldn't be that hard. I guess Kisa is still keeping her words locked up tight. Ah, I know. Ta-da! We'll let fate decide.
Ah, I know this game. The old fortune letters.
Uh-huh. Now, Kisa, you just point to whichever one you like the best. Okay, that's where we start. Now we climb the ladder. La 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 la.
Do you have to sing while you do it?
Here we are, and the winner is...
Leaks.
For dinner tonight, stewed leeks.
What is this? You trying to kill me or something?
Huh?
Yep.
Oh, no, not at all. I'm sorry, I didn't mean for this to happen. It's just the way it worked out. I don't know what I...
Forget it. Just go make it the best you can.
Oh, okay. I'll try.
Having a lover's spat over such a silly little thing.
What? We are not!
She's just like, oh, that's
I'm
cute.
sorry. Did I say that out loud?
You know, but even if she can't speak now, I just know we'll get to hear her sweet little voice in no time. But it's not like Kisa can stay at Shigure's house forever, can she?
Who says she
I wonder
can't?
what she's going to do, I mean, after this.
No, of course not.
I bet you
Let's
she's
go back to her
wondering the
mama.
same thing herself right now, and I'm gonna guess she's even more worried about it than we are. Not that she'd ever let you know about it, but that's kind of what got her into this mess.
So, what about her mother?
Well, Kisa's mom is doing a little better, I think. I got a phone call from her yesterday.
How is Kisa? Is she doing all right? Is she getting enough to eat? She can be picky with her food. I know she won't eat much left on her own. She does like stewed leeks.
Oh, well that's good, right? Because it means that Kisa's mom is still thinking about her at least. Otherwise, she wouldn't have bothered to call you. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's right.
That still leaves one question. Why do you think her classmates were picking on her?
Well,
Who can say?
the poor thing was bullied
I
for
heard
such
somebody
stupid
else talking
reasons.
about it at the house. I'm not sure how they found out because Kisa wouldn't tell them either. But they said...
I always say she wasn't bullied. Well, she was, but she was bullied because people are jealous of how pretty she is.
You know, like her
Which is
hair
such a
and eyes?
stupid reason to
She looked
bully
different
someone.
from everyone, so they made fun of her.
I guess that's just another part of the zodiac curse for those of us with different colored hair. I used to get made fun of a lot. Yes, but whenever the other kids tried to pick on you, you would go black and chase them around the schoolyard. It's better than Kyo. You would actually beat them half to death.
And I believe that.
Well, supposedly Kisa tried to stand up for herself too. She said she couldn't help what color her hair was. But when the other kids saw they couldn't get to her, they all started to ignore her. After that, anytime Kisa would say anything, they would stop ignoring her just long enough to laugh at her. They started making fun of everything she said. I guess I never had anything like that happen to me in my class.
Good, because you don't deserve it, my sweet boy. But Kisa doesn't either.
I imagine how I would feel if I got laughed at every time I tried to say something. How it would feel if no one ever listened to me. And well, when I do, it makes me very sad. If all anyone ever did was laugh at her, over time, it must have gotten harder and harder for her to say anything at all. Even though she knew not saying anything wasn't really the answer, she didn't know what else to do. And when
It
nothing
makes
else
total
worked,
sense.
she gave up. And she locked her words away.
There now, it's time for us to go back to class.
Yuki, I'm going to go back to Shigure's house with you after school. I have to deliver something.
What is it?
A letter from Kisa's homeroom teacher. It just came. We'll probably want to gag when we read it.
You will.
You know, growing up, we're told we have to be strong no matter what.
We're told that, in this world, it's the survival of the fittest.
But I don't think that's right. We're people. We're not animals. Shouldn't it be okay to feel weak sometimes? Even
For a member of the Zodiac.
aren't we people?
Of course. Well, you are also animals,
You are.
but I mean, you're both. You're not normal, though. Gotta say that.
What does it say? Dear Kisa, I hope this finds you well, and I hope you were thinking about coming back to school. We all miss you very much, and I know your classmates are anxiously awaiting your return.
Are they, though? They're just waiting to
The rest
pick
of
on
your
her
teachers
again.
and myself are here to help you in any way that we can, and to welcome you back into the group with open arms. But more than anything, Kisa, it is my hope that you will soon learn to feel good about yourself. I believe you will come to find that you do have many good qualities. That's my wish for you. There's no way for a person who dislikes themselves to be liked by others, is there?
It really does make you want to gag.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you will learn to feel good about yourself. What is that supposed to mean? How are you supposed to find these good qualities, I wonder? If the reason you don't feel good about yourself is that all you can find are qualities you don't like. I don't think you can. Not like that. That's not
And
how
Yuki
it
knows
works.
what he's talking about, because he's been through
I think what it
abuse
takes is
himself,
for someone else to
even
say,
more severe than Kisa has,
"It's the
so
only way you can
I
truly
completely
love
agree
yourself."
with him. You can't just love yourself when everyone else won't love you.
You begin to see yourself through their eyes, and you begin to realize that there may actually be many qualities to like.
But when someone does show love for you, then you start to understand why they love you, and so then you can appreciate those same qualities that they love about you. So it just makes more sense. You can't just love yourself when everyone points out your negative attributes, which aren't even negative in Kisa's case, because it's just about her hair and eyes, and they're different,
That's really all.
but they're pretty. So it's so dumb.
We see all of these good qualities in you. Maybe that will help you to see them in yourself.
It's beautiful. It's been so long since we've heard your voice.
And that was such like a little thing too. She like hardly spoke.
Sissy? Sissy!
Sissy!
Kisa? Kisa! And so, now that she had found her voice again, Kisa decided that she would go back to school. In all honesty, I'd gotten so used to having Kisa by my side that seeing her leave made me feel a little lonely. I can't quit now, or else I'll really mess everything up. Even if I can't make friends, even if they still ignore me.
I just remembered her English voice actress was only like 12 when she did Kisa in this version. It's so crazy.
But he said there was something he needed to take care of.
What did you just say?
I'm sorry for the way I've been avoiding you lately, but I'm here now, and I'm ready to accept your nomination for Student Council President.
Yay.
Really, Yuki?
I hope that I will be able to look to you for guidance when I need it.
You do this for me?
No, not for you.
Nope. He's doing this for himself.
I'm not sure why I've decided to do this. I'm not any stronger than I was, and nothing else has changed. But all the same, this time I'm
You
not
just
gonna
gotta
run
try
away.
something even though you're scared to do it
It's
anyway.
okay to feel weak sometimes. It's okay to be afraid. The important thing is that we face our fears. That's
Oh man, this is words I need to take to heart, because I hate to say I live my life in fear a lot. And like every time I like try to like remember this episode and be like, man, you can do something if you just like are okay with facing your fears. Like Kisa went into a classroom full of students who most of them just don't like her, and she still went for it even though she was scared anyway. It's like inspiration right there. I need to do stuff even if they scare me. I like hate living my life out of fear. But it's like a bad quality trait that I do have. I'm so fear-based a lot of the time, but man, this episode gives me a lot of encouragement. I need to watch this episode just over and over again so it can inspire me more. So I love this one because I love Kisa, like I mentioned, and man, just a really emotional one. Though I did not cry this time, but I felt like every time I watch this episode I cry, especially in the 2019 version, because the new version just brings out so many more emotions. Man, that one hit hard. Speaking of which, the two versions are really alike in this episode. I think one thing that the new one does better is focusing not on Kisa's insecurities but also on Yuki's. It really does a better job at showing how Yuki and Kisa are both so similar in the fact that they went through abuse and how they have felt so insecure because of it. So I feel like the new one brings out the connection between them a lot better because it shows instances where Yuki feels very insecure, especially at the part where Haru and Shigure point out how easily worked up he gets when someone points out his insecurities. So it's little extra scenes like that that just really show the comparison between Kisa and Yuki, which I like a lot. And also Toru too. While she was giving her speech to her mom, I remember in the new one, she also points out how she was bullied at a young age while in school, and she too was afraid to tell her mom about what she was going through because she was afraid that her mom would think poorly of her because of it, and she didn't want that. So that's why she was afraid to tell her mom she was getting bullied. And that's also the same reason that Kisa did not tell her mom about her being bullied, because she was afraid that her mom would think poorly of her if she did. So I like how it also showed the comparison between Toru and Kisa in the new version, but actually the old version doesn't really show any comparisons between them, which is weird because this version has pointed out how Toru has been bullied before. You'd think they would include that, but I guess they just didn't have time. But I like how the new one really shows that. Well, I will be back with my reaction to the next episode, hopefully next Friday, but no promises because I am going to be out of town and I'm not sure how long I will be, but I might be out until next Friday. So if that happens, I'll either skip a week or upload my reaction a little later. So I don't know. I just don't really know how that's going to fall. It'll either be really late or I'll just skip to the next Friday after that. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, I'll be back with my reaction to the next one really soon, so look out for that if you're interested. And if you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more anime-related videos and anime reactions. And I'll be back really soon. Bye.